All right. So, I wanted to tell stories, and I do. And so now I'm gonna tell tough ones, for me to relive, I suppose, because I often do them in therapy, and not publicly. And I don't know if this will ever be public, but trying to, I'm just doing this off the cuff. I just decided, let's try this. So establish the narrative. And by narrative, I mean how it happened. So I had this friend. This friendship started when we were, I was 18, 19 years old. He was 21. And one night I should say, he purchased alcohol. Put it in his car, and we drove. And it was me and him and a girl that at the time I had dated, but we weren't together anymore, but I was not emotionally beyond the fact that we weren't dating anymore. And so, I'm trying to not conflate two things at once, or three things at once. Trying to think of this story of just that night, but that it's kind of a difficult thing to do. And anyway, so we go to there was this club in, not to use the defamatory, in Chicago, that was, if you get in at 18 or over, but like you had to be 21 to drink there. And it was a gay bar, gay club, whatever. And so me and the girl, I won't name her because not her story to tell. Would sit in the corner, and my quote unquote friend that took us there, who was quote unquote gay, I say that purposefully, and this is why I'm hesitant to even tell this story. He would go to the bar and get drinks. And I remember quite vividly, they were called Blue Motherfuckers, and they were in these little clear plastic cups, and they were very blue. And at that time in my life, I'd consumed alcohol maybe 4 or 5 times total. Like and anyway, I just remember he would come back to where we were sitting, like in the corner. We were kind of hiding. And then we left. And we got into his car. And he drove us. And he had a 2-door, I forget what the name of the car was. Not a Chevy Lumina, but something like that. And it had leather seats, which neither here nor there. But he had a penchant toward trying to convince non-gay people that, oh, you just haven't had the right whatever. And I'm in the backseat with the girl whom I was not emotionally over that loss. And she started kissing me. And I had a lot of those blue motherfuckers. Or at least enough of them that I was not making sound decisions. And I'm hesitant to even go to this next point. But like, she opened up my pants. And he took advantage. It was a game. A challenge. And I didn't feel like I could really argue because I didn't know where the fuck we were. He drove. So at some point we left, I suppose, because the next thing I knew, I was in the back seat of that car with police lights behind us, pants around my ankles, and didn't know what the fuck was going on. That was the first time I was arrested.